Well, hello to whoever is watching this video. My name's Emma. I just thought I'd let you know, in the interest of full disclosure, I'm a bit of a babbler, so I do apologise about that, and I'm not a professional videographer. So the reason for this video, the intention was just to really give a bit of a snippet to the area that we're looking at, these possible blocks. Hopeful that we might get one or two in this new estate. The area as a whole, if you live in Brisbane, is commonly known as the Bayside. It is split up into some different suburbs such as Redland Bay, Thornlands, Victoria Point, or Vicky Point as the locals call it, or Reddy Bay as well. The direct sort of area that we're looking at in particular is an area called Thornlands, and the estate is called Affinity Green. There's a few things that really sparked my interest when, in the interim, we started looking at the possibility of looking at these blocks and certainly this estate. The one thing that sort of really springs to mind is, obviously, as we know, we're always focusing on appealing to our end product being a tenant, and a tenant being a family, which is obviously our main goal. The population within a, say, 20 to 25 kilometre radius around here is about 15,000 people, and it is predominantly exactly what we're looking for, is with families in mind. There's actually 11 schools within that 20 to 25 kilometre radius. Just excuse me, this is the exact reason that I gave you a disclosure about not being a professional videographer. This guy wants to take over my lane. This is the estate itself here, and I'll just keep talking as we're going through. But yeah, certainly that high density of schools, but not just any schools. There's a combination, obviously, of state and private, and the private schools have actually got some of the best reputations in schooling within Brisbane. So there's a few that spring to mind, such as Sheldon College, and it's actually a secondary college that's quite difficult to get into because of the calibre of students, fees, etc. And again, these are just little interests that we had in regards to who's going to, again, be our end product and living and renting in the area. So these are some of the blocks. We don't know which ones we'll get, if any, so hopefully we'll get one or two in here. It's quite a big estate, and you can see when I turn the corner around to the left, it's quite high up, so it's nice. You can actually see the bay from some of the back higher blocks as well, but regardless of the views or not, it's nice and high, it's elevated. You're going to get some really lovely breezes. Also, too, apologies for the not so beautiful Queensland day today. This is as cold and as miserable as it gets, but even still, it's still a gorgeous day. So what I'm doing is I'm just wanted to also show you the proximity to all the local amenities. So this road here, we're going to actually go up here to a roundabout and turn right. On the left hand side and the right hand side, actually, you can see bus stops, so obviously headed in and away from the city. There's actually a bus depot and multiple stations around the corner here as well. And really, again, keeping that family in mind, if we've got kids to school, they're popping on the bus, or we can drive them because they're not far. And the bus depot and station can obviously take mum or dad, or mum and dad, into the city, and also obviously kids into further out locations for schooling. Also, to walking distance to all these amenities. So that was literally a turn right around the roundabout, and you can see up ahead we're going to go through the amount of shops that are here. So this is actually called Victoria Point Shopping Precinct. Up to the right hand side, you can see a number of cars turning right into that driveway. That is, there's an Aldi shopping centre, Six Cinema Theatre, KFC for those who are inclined to eat it, no comment. Obviously service stations, etc. And further on to the right hand side at my next set of traffic light is actually a Victoria Point health precinct. So there's dentistry, optometry. I believe that there's a vet in there as well. There's a pathologist, radiographer. There's pretty well your one-stop shop for anything health related in there as well, so that's great. Speaking of health, the Redlands hospital is only about 7, maybe 7.5 kilometres back down the road behind where we are right now. And that has an excellent reputation. I've actually got girlfriends who live in Brisbane on the south side and are having their babies at Redlands because of the excellent maternity facilities there. So to the left-hand side, you may not be able to see that on the screen, but there's a number of fast food outlets. To the right is Big W. I might actually just pop into this centre so you can see the size. This is called Victoria Point Shopping Centre, and it has Kmart, Coles, Woolworths, Best and Less, all your banking facilities. It's quite a large shopping precinct, and again, as you saw before, it's actually walking distance. If you were to turn left at the same set of traffic lights I'm sitting at, there's actually like a homemaker centre. So there's Pet Barn, there's a huge fruit market for fresh fruit and vegetables, if you prefer that rather than KFC. There's an office supplies store, Total Workwear. There is Godfrey's, a huge Snap Fitness, a gym. So there's a number of things, and you can really see how people will live, school, work in the area, and certainly shop and not have to go really anywhere else. On the right hand side, we've got some more eating facilities. There's some sushi, Eager Boys Pizza, etc. And that's the entrance there to the shopping centre, and some more banking along the left hand side here. I actually think that the shopping centre itself has about 40 specialty stores in there, so a number of stores to help with that. I might just turn right again just so you can see where I've come from. So that's that health precinct over there to the left and now behind us. Chemist over to the left. I'm just turning right again, so I've just done a little bit of a loop around. I just pause the video because I may have spent a little bit of time at the red light here. See you in a sec.